Hi, my name's Robin Meyerson, and we had the great big Challah Bake last night. It started out originally as a local Arizona event, but soon cities across the country wanted to join. So we had cities like Atlanta and Chicago, St. Louis, Canada. We had messages from the United Kingdom and from Australia and South Africa. It really turned into a worldwide event last night.
We took the women and we took all these women and broke them up into different Zooms and then within different breakout rooms.
We had the ability for cities to go into their own little special breakout rooms and to meet with their people from their city.
Richmond, Virginia, Baltimore had 2 rooms, Queens, Rockland County of New York. We had an advanced room, a beginner's room. People were in the California room, even in Challah there were different rooms.
The options were just endless. So we had gluten-free, we had beginner challah making, we had the option for advanced. We also had the option if people wanted to go into a little breakout room and learn more deeply about Shabbos itself and how it affects our body and our soul.
People were learning and making challah. They had their ingredients on hand, and about 20 minutes later, we came back together.
What's so cool about doing a National Challah Bake is that you're actually doing the mitzvah right there together with other women across and other children across the whole country. So you actually got your hands in the dough together, and you're actually praying together while you knead the dough, and you're actually taking the challah and saying the bracha together. There's such a power in the Jewish woman. We all come from Sarah Imeinu, our foremother, and we all have her spiritual DNA. So the great thing about being all the women together is that we just have so much power in the room.
So, it's interesting. I've been hosting the live Bergen County Challah Bake for the past few years. We get between 800 to 1,000 women. But this year, obviously because of COVID, we couldn't do it live. But this has a twist. It's like when you take lemons and you make lemonade, or a blessing in disguise for us, because we were able to tap in to women that we would have never been able to tap into, but it made it more of a cohesive unit. It just showed you the power and the unity of women when we come together. And it was something so special to be a part of a global woman event. And now it's so amazing to be part of my own local event, but then to be able to touch people that you normally don't get to see. And you could never have done that if it wasn't for COVID, I guess.
I knew when COVID hit, literally back in March, I knew immediately right then that the world needed Shabbos Project more than ever. And so I knew that we needed to build our little Noah's Ark inside our own personal homes, and that we needed Shabbos. So my committee got together and we said, what are we going to do for the Shabbos Project? And they said, let's just do it. And so we made free ingredients available to the local participants in our local Arizona community for people who were in need if they were affected by COVID. And then other cities decided to come on board. Originally, when I called around and asked cities, what are you doing for Shabbos Project? People were kind of like down in the dumps. They weren't really sure what they were going to do because of COVID. And I said, what are you talking about? You got to keep going. You got to persevere. You got to You got to persist and be consistent. Shabbos is what keeps the Jewish people alive. It doesn't matter if there's coronavirus. We have to do this. And actually the mitzvah of making the challah we dedicated last night for the spiritual and physical healing for all the virus it has in the world, whether it's physical or spiritual ailments. We really want our mitzvahs to affect the whole world.
Anytime when women get together and can do something positive, to do a commandment, we are most definitely doing something for the Jewish people. We have tremendous amount of power as women. We are powerful women that can bring the redemption. And the more we work together, the more the unity we have, the sooner it will come.
I feel it's just so important to build up the self-esteem of the Jewish woman and know that they are the ones who bring Shabbos into the home. They're the ones most of the time who do all the cooking and the shopping and the setting of the table. And so I really encouraged everybody to do the Shabbat challenge, which is to take on something more, whether it's to light candles on time, whether it is to set a beautiful table, to learn more Torah at their table, or to just disconnect from the news and from social media, to stop gardening, stop doing laundry. You know, it's our present from God to have this Shabbos.
What was amazing is that when I saw the gallery at the end, I saw that there were so many different levels of Jewish women there. And I don't just mean there were religious or ones that didn't seem in their appearance as religious as others. That's besides the point. I think what I found so heartwarming is the age differences. I saw grandmas, I saw moms, and I saw children out there. And that is so special when we take on a mitzvah like Challah. We take on this commandment and it passes down from generation to generation to generation, because we are a link. And when we could link it together, all those generations, we make a tremendous chain. And when we link, we could keep that chain really nice and strong.
I'm so grateful to the Chief Rabbi of South Africa for having this brilliant idea all these years ago, because it really inspired me, and therefore I've been able to inspire thousands and thousands of people across the country and in our local community.
By inspiring women to feel productive. I know originally it was to get this Shabbat feeling, and we as women have taken it on in reference to the challah and making these challah bakes. But you know what? That's how you inspire. When a person feels productive, when a person feels good about themselves, that they've accomplished, that just shoots them over the edge to do more. And that's what these challah bakes do. Women feel empowered. Women feel amazing that they've produced something. And it doesn't hurt that what we produce smells yummy and tastes great.